I'm hearing the Giants aren't satisfied with the wins that they have. They want more. And then you got Pizzle, who's not satisfied with the terms of the bet. He wants more. Both of them want what is not rightfully theirs. And that's fine. Let them. Because come Sunday, the Eagles are going to double moonwalk Pizzle and the New York Giants.
You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and happy Football Friday to all you Dingbats out there. I hope each and every one of you guys is having a great day. We are 2 days away from the Eagles-Giants, and this game is going to be huge. This got all the feel of the old-time Eagle-Giant rivalry when you had Buddy Ryan and Bill Parcells, two good teams going at it. That's what this reminds me of. It is going to be epic. And then, besides the Eagles having to deal with the Giants, I'm having to deal with a guy who tangs all over the place eating his mayonnaise sandwiches. It isn't good enough that I did everything to make this bet happen for Pizzle. He wants more. Why not just stick some needles in my arm and let the eggnog pour out, Pizzle, huh? Now listen, we're going to get into it in a second, but if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content, and maybe one of the greatest epic streams you're ever going to see this Sunday. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. And for those of you that are not going to want to hear this part and you just want to hear about the Eagles and the Eagles talk, I will have a timestamp in the link so you can go and figure out where that starts so you could bypass this. But I have some business I got to take care of, okay? This is becoming a busy week with a lot of business. So, last night, Cop Pizzle made a video. And he made a video after we've already agreed to the terms of the bet and everything. He made a video raising the stakes of the bet. Raising the stakes of the bet. And I got to tell you, part of me was already in on that because I kind of mentioned it in my original video, and Pizzle, he didn't say anything until last night. And let me just show you what he says so you know what I'm talking about. Check this out.
How about we up the stakes? How about we raise the ante? How about we take it to another level? You and me, Philly 500, on Sunday. It's going to blow their top off, baby doll. You and me, Philly 500, let's stream the game together. Little baby doll whistle. And let's do it on your channel. Let Pizzle bring his show on the road. I'll bring the strap. You bring the channel. And let's just call it what it is, Philly. When Graham Gano sends that football through the New Jersey air, as soon as it goes through, you can literally right then and there transfer that YouTube channel right to Pizzle. Hand over the keys. Nice and easy. We don't have to go looking for you. You're already right there. Here's the deal, Philly. If Mark Holmes streams our stream, not only will that not happen, but the bet and the belt will be null and void.
Okay, so you guys see, right? You see, last night, Cop Pizzle did a video, and in the video, he upped the stakes. He decided that he wanted to come on the live stream. He wants to do a live stream with me. Now, this isn't something that's a surprise. I kind of mentioned this in my original video, but I didn't push it because of two reasons. One, I thought he didn't want to put himself out there when his Giants were getting whooped, and he was scared. The second thing, and I thought about this and it crossed my mind, he may have a problem with Mark Holmes streaming me. Okay, for those that don't know, Pizzle and Mark Holmes are at war. This has nothing to do with me, but they're at war, and he doesn't want to be on Mark's channel. Okay, it's gotten to that point. And when Pizzle offered the bet, or offered to come on, I thought, man, this is great. This is great. And then at the end, of course, he says, not if Mark goes. Not if Mark streams us. And personally, I have no problem if Mark doesn't stream us. Mark will be okay. I will call Mark. I will tell him, listen, you can't stream. You can't stream me this week. I got business to take care of. I got a double moonwalk and have the ass to do. So, you see, what I'm doing right now is I'm, once again, giving of myself, right? The world revolves around Pizzle, right? I have to constantly give and sacrifice and give and sacrifice to make this happen, right? It's like, how can I help you, Pizzle? What can I do? What can I do for you? You know, put the vein, put the needle in the vein, let the eggnog pour out. I mean, what else can I do? What else can I do? You know, and yet, part of me, when I heard him last night talk about the stream, and I ain't going to Mark Holmes, part of me thought, maybe Pizzle's scared. Maybe he's scared. And this is his way to back out of a bet he knows he can't win. He knows he can't win this bet. Okay? So he said, if I don't agree to the terms, then the whole thing is off. The whole bet is off. We've come too far. We've come too far to have this whole thing break down now. We've come too far. I need that belt. I want that belt. Why do I want that belt? Because that belt is supposed to represent Cop Pizzle. He thinks that belt is his person. It's him. It's who he thinks he is. Pizzle sees himself a lot different than the rest of the world. All right? So Pizzle, you know, he sits there with his sunglasses on in his house because he thinks the sun's shining. But it's not. Pizzle calls himself a 60-minute man. But he's not. He's more like a 60-second man. Okay, Pizzle has these delusions about himself, about his team, about Daniel Jones. And if I took that belt from him, in a lot of ways, it's worse than having my channel. You see, he could take my channel, put up videos, do whatever he wants. But he's got to give the channel back. The channel comes back. I have that belt. I have it for months. Every video, I had that belt around my shoulder. A little piece of Pizzle will die. It's going to kill him a little more and more to know that he lost another giant, beloved thing. To take it away from him, it's just too good to pass up. It's just too good to pass up. And he's right. Pizzle's right. This stream will be the most epic of streams. It will be, I don't know who's done it, where you have two different guys, two different teams, everything on the line, channel on the line, bet on the line, everything's on the line, and they're right there for everybody to see. One win and one get destroyed. I think it hasn't been done before, and I agree with Pizzle. It would be epic. It would be unprecedented. So I will talk to Mark Holmes. I will tell Mark that this is the week he can't stream me. And he's going to have to make do because Philly 500's got to take care of business, okay? Pizzle, you can't run. You can't hide. And I know that you thought you were going to get out of this by throwing that Mark Holmes thing at the end, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Now you're going to have to pay the piper. Philly 500 is taking you out. The Eagles are taking out the Giants. That's just the way it has to be. That's just the way it's going to go, Pizzle. So yes, I accept the bet. I accept the parameters. Mark will understand. Everybody will understand. This has to be done. This has to be done. Sunday, on my channel, Philly 500, Cop Pizzle joining me for Eagles Giants. It's going to be epic. And Pizzle, your days are numbered. Play with that belt. Enjoy that belt. Shine that belt up. Go get your shine box, Pizzle. Go get it. Get it. Spit Tom Cop Pizzle. That's what we call you, because I want that belt shiny. I want it sparkling. And Pizzle, get your shine box, because time is almost up. It's coming. Yes, I accept. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we should be good to go Sunday, and it's going to be fun. Now, as far as this game goes on Sunday, to me, in a lot of ways, I see it very similar to last week. Because when you look at the Giants, and you look at the Giants versus the Eagles defense, the Giants, they run the ball well, okay? They run the ball well with Saquon, and they can run it with Daniel Jones. But if you shut those two aspects down, and you force Daniel Jones to have to throw to stay in the game, this is where the Giants are in trouble. The Giants do give up a lot of sacks. They don't really have any weapons in the passing game that I'm even worried about. I'd probably, the biggest threat, it would be Saquon Barkley out of the backfield, to me, you know. I think that if you shut the run game down and you shut Daniel Jones from making plays with his feet, I think the Giants are in a lot of trouble. And it's very similar to the Tennessee Titans last week. If you look at the Titans game, it was stop Derrick Henry, and then you had Tannehill, especially early on. You remember, he made plays with his feet. He actually made plays with his feet. So, you're going to have to stop those guys. Now, Saquon Barkley is on the injury report with a sore neck. I don't expect him to miss this game. He's going to play. He'll be good to go. He was limited at practice, but it ain't going to affect him that much. So I expect him to go. What the Eagles have to do is they have to match the way they played the run against Henry with Barkley. They've got to be able to shut Barkley down. And if I was the Giants, Barkley would have 25 carries. No question about it. Because their passing game doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. If you look at the way the Giants win a lot of games, they're fighty, they're scrappy, they hang around, and then they take advantage of opportunities. They're very good at that. But offensively, the key is Saquon Barkley, and don't let Daniel Jones scramble for runs and get first downs on 3rd and 11 because he ran for it. Things like that. Daniel Jones has beaten us with his feet, even though he trips when he should score touchdowns. That's okay. But the Eagles are going to have to do a good job with him, and they're going to have to do a good job with Saquon Barkley. Now, when you look at the Giants' defense, they give up 5.1 yards a carry to running backs. So they give up a lot of yards on the ground. No reason why you can't run Miles Sanders and have success. The Eagles have shown one thing. The Eagles have shown that they can beat you with the run game. They can beat you with the passing game. It doesn't matter. And I think you can beat the Giants with both. I think you can beat them with both. Their defense it's tough, though. They do like to bring pressure. They do like to blitz. They can get to the quarterback at times. And so that's going to be interesting. I think about the Detroit game. Remember early on where they were blitzing Hurts, and Hurts would just take off with his feet, and it was absolutely killing the Detroit Lions. It could be very similar. The Eagles are tough to defend because, like I said, they can beat you both ways. I really think this is going to be a Miles Sanders game. I think Miles Sanders is going to have a nice game. I think he's going to have over 100 yards. And I think Miles is going to set the tone early. I think Miles likes going up and playing his friend Saquon Barkley. I think Miles is set up for a big week this week. And I also think Jalen Hurts will continue to do what he's been doing. I don't see how the Giants defense is going to be able to stop the Eagles. The key for the Giants defense is going to be they have to create turnovers. Giants can't win this game, in my opinion, if the Eagles don't turn the ball over at least twice. If the Eagles turn the ball over at least twice, and let's say the Giants have no turnovers, then it's going to be a close game. And listen, it'll be close early on anyways because you got a division rivalry. These games are always tough. These games are always seem like to come to the fourth quarter, but it always seems like it's who makes the last mistake, who makes the big turnover. The Eagles are going to have to protect the ball. And if they do that, they'll be fine. If the Eagles go up 13-0, even 10-0, if they get to a point where the Giants can't run as much as they want, This is going to be just like that Tennessee game. It's over. You want to put Daniel Jones in the same position you put Ryan Tannehill in last week. You do that, you win this game, you win it easy. And it's very important because Dallas is coming right down, is right behind us, 2.5 games back. They're playing Houston this week. And the Eagles, we don't want to give up anything. Even though technically we could lose this game, still be in first place, we don't need to do it. We don't need to make it close. We need to take care of the Giants. So when I look at this game, I think a few things are going to happen. I think the Eagles, I don't think they're going to do as good of a job as they did with Henry, but I still think they're going to do a pretty good job with Barkley. I do think James Bradbury is going to have a monster game. I think James Bradbury may get a pick 6 here, at least an interception. I think James Bradbury is going to have a big game, much like you saw from A.J. Brown last week. I think Miles goes off, and I'm going to say this. I think the Eagles, at the end of the day, I got the Eagles winning this game 27-17. I think that's what the final score is going to be. Eagles win by 10, and they'll be 12-1. We'll be smoking a stogie, getting ready for a belt. So that's kind of how I see the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Remember, the most epic of epic streams this Sunday. 500 and Pizzle streaming the game together. It's going to be epic. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it.
It can't be that simple. There's rules and regulations that you have to follow in life. And I told a certain somebody I'd be getting him back if he didn't want to play ball. Here's the deal, Philly. If Mark Holmes streams our stream, not only will that not happen, but the bet and the belt will be null and void. Let me make myself very clear. If Mark Holmes streams our content, if he tries to steal our content, our history-making content, Philly 500, no matter if the Eagles win or not, you will not be allowed to receive the greatest strap of them all, a 60-minute man strap. And we will not do that stream. So I advise my subscribers, and I advise your subscribers, Philly 500, to tell that thief and that geek who's beneath me to back out and stay out. Little baby dog whistle.
I'll come to your house, help you pack your shit, and I'll give you a ride to the airport. Because you're selfish. I'm a grown-ass man, so